Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Jacob Cass 2024. About to do my WWE Monday Night Raw review, September 30th, 2024. We're going to talk about what happened on Monday Night Raw. We're going to do my review, my live stream. We're going to go through the show. We'll talk about the news and rumors. We'll talk about what happened on the show tonight. We'll talk about. I'm not going to give my predictions, not yet. But I will show you the map card for the pay-per-view this Saturday and the map card for next week on Monday Night Raw. Now, as you guys know, Monday Night Raw is going to be 2 hours. Now, this was the last night. The Monday Night Raw will be 3 hours. Next week, it will be 2 hours. October 7th, I think. It'll be 2 hours. Monday Night Raw. Um, so yeah. Um, Make you guys hit that like button, leave a comment, please subscribe to my channel. Um, Enjoy this video. My video is sponsored by JD from New York. It's sponsored by Salamoto Sound Off, Fight for Wrestling, The Wrestling Inc. I got more on the way, so leave a comment. Enjoy this video. This is how the show ended. Braun Strowman and Bronson Reed and the last monster standing match. A last man standing match, but they called it last monster standing match. I thought it was a great main event. Bronson Reed and Braun Strowman have great chemistry. They did break the ring. Bronson Reed hit a suplex on Strowman. The ring broke. Seth Rollins came out, hit a curb stomp. He got big pop and shocking reaction. He came out and curb stomped Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed could have made the 10 count. Braun Strowman win the last monster standing match. So it looks like they will be doing Bronson Reed and Seth Rollins. That's going to be a feud for a couple of weeks. Where the Braun Strowman go? I don't know. Now, might as well just show you guys. Hold on. Alright. I actually want to show you guys the match cards for next week and for the pay-per-view. See if I can find it. Now, we already know that for NXT, right? Yeah. That's for NXT. Alright. See what the match cards are. They did tease Bronson Reed and Gunther by the end of the show. That could be Gunther's next opponent for Crown Jewels. Hopefully. I think they're setting it up. Braun, Braun Breaker turning babyface. Alright, we got next Monday. Now Gunther, surprisingly, Gunther's not gonna defend it on the pay-per-view this Saturday. He'll defend it next Monday for the World Heavyweight Championship against Sami Zayn. Gonna be a Monday Night Raw because the other Bad Blood, we already got our 5 matches. It would make sense there was 6 matches, but I guess not. Gunther gonna defend it on Monday Night Raw next week. Kind of it's crazy how the pay-per-view there is no world title being defended. There's no mid-card title. We only have 2 women's championships defended. Cody Rhodes is not defending it on the pay-per-view, neither is Gunther. They have the match next Monday. It's just a filler. We do have next Monday Sheamus and Pete Dunne in a good old-fashioned Donnybrook match. It's a way for them to end the feud and move on because they've been feuding for a few months now. We do got Jey Uso will defend his new Intercontinental Championship against Xavier Woods next Monday. Xavier Woods did beat Rey Mysterio tonight. Alright. Now this is what is gonna be on the pay-per-view. Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes versus Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa in the tag team match that will main event the pay-per-view. They are going to be in Atlanta, Georgia for Bad Blood. Roman Reigns has history in Atlanta, Georgia. He played for the football team. And Cody Rhodes is his hometown, so obviously this is going to main event the pay-per-view. We do have Bayley and Nia Jax for the Women's Championship. Bayley won a number contender match against Naomi last week. I'm not sure who's going to win that match. We got Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley for the Women's World Championship. Dominic Mysterio locked inside a shark cage. I'm not sure if this is gonna if the feud gonna end or they might continue. We'll have to wait and see. But those are your only two title matches on the pay-per-view. We do have Finn Balor versus Damian Priest in a one-on-one match. I'm surprised this match doesn't have a stipulation. Now who's gonna win this? Is the feud gonna end or they're gonna continue? I actually want the feud to end and move on, so we see what happens next. Alright. And then we got CM Punk and Drew McIntyre in the Hell in a Cell match. So there we go. Those are your 5 matches for the Bad Blood this Saturday. Last monster standing. Oh wait, hold on. That's Kong Skull Island. Alright. Now let me show you guys the other matches on this pay-per-view. Alright. Hold on a second. Hold on. I'm trying to show you guys the other matches. Alright, here we go. Alright, here we go. I'm going to show you guys the other podcasters. See what Post Wrestling has to say.
Higher end of what NXT is going to do on CW. This might even be they might set the bar that it's going to take them a long time to eclipse this. We've got Punk on the show. It's been a very well promoted show, and I think the very easy prediction is that NXT is going to be the highest rated program.
Bad Blood, but this.
Welcome. Yeah. eBay.
There you go. There you go. Oh my goodness. What were you asking me again? Hold on. Hold on. Now this is Wrestling Inc. The Bad Blood Pits and Petition TNA TV cancellation. Backstage update on TNA having to cancel TV tapings ahead of Bound for Glory pay-per-view. Report elite package for WrestleMania 41. Raw and SmackDown carry hefty price. Why CM Punk want to temper expectations on WWE move to Netflix. Also, Big E comments on current WWE storyline seemingly leading toward New Day breakup. Alright. Now what's Fightful?
See, you're at home trolling people watching Breaking Bad. I was outside.
Alright, now let's see what Denise and Sean Sapp have to say about Monday Night Raw.
Needy, huh? Okay.
Yeah, needy is a feeling. I'm feeling needy.
All right. Crazy
Needy
one
is
one.
now a feeling. That's it. It's a feeling.
Yeah,
now.
I mean, listen.
You can feel. What is it? What is it again?
You can use bluechew.com and code Fightful and feel needy. LED post or no LED post?
Where they have the armrest, but they don't move. Like they had no seats with no armrest. Like all of them had armrest. So there was never a point where I could like lay down. And so 14 hours in France, man. Oh, that was rough in the airport. That was an express card because sometimes people use that one too. Like you gotta have everything nowadays.
Nobody
you gotta have
uses
a back.
unfortunate news regarding Kill Switch, aka Luchasaurus. He was found by his
health. And the good thing is that he is going to recover. But yeah, that just sounds awful.
Indeed. Orlando says thoughts on the Vince stock. I felt it was different.
It was very interesting to hear my aunt's perspective from this because again, she was so shocked. She even told me she's going to start following this after this, but she wasn't following any of Vince McMahon stuff. Like she hardly knew anything about him. So that was very entertaining to hear her thoughts on that.
Guys, leave a thumbs up. We would appreciate that. Pete Norman says, R.I.P. Mutombo and Pete Rose. Your thoughts? Mutombo. I grew up in the greatest era of centers in NBA history, and he is one of the best defensive players that I've ever seen. Pete Rose is a legend in our area, regardless of the betting stuff and all. This past major cities watch Breaking Bad. Are you up to?
I don't you sit on my boots, okay?
Denise got those 20,000-mile boots from Goodyear.
Well, then give me a freaking raise and I can afford some freaking Louboutins.
Denise goes to Ken Power. Denise goes to
freaking raise and I can afford some freaking Louboutins.
Denise goes to Ken Tower. Denise goes to Michelin and she was like, I need the all season suite. And they're like, it doesn't rain here. She goes, I don't care. Excited. How are you feeling? And neither one of those guys can lose. And then one of them loses and one of them wins, and you find out what they do after that. I'm very excited for Braun Breaker. I want him to keep on getting wins. I don't want them to immediately give him a title shot off of losing the IC title. But I like what we saw to Braun Breaker here. It was more about Braun Breaker than it was about Jay Uso.
Yeah, obviously I was happy to see the changes that they made, or rather the adjustments that they made to the Intercontinental Championship to fit more of Jay Uso's style with the blue and the championship. That was really nice. And he looked big time, man, coming out there with his normal entrance where he goes through the crowd, his pink knee glasses, like a star. All of that was great. The promo itself wasn't good because, like you said, it did look like he got lost during that promo. I thought like either he's trying to sell this as being really serious, but it's taking just a little bit too long. Like I get trying to make something feel like a bigger deal, but yeah, it felt like it took forever to get there. When Braun Breaker came out, I had a feeling like, okay, maybe he's gonna go out there and say you have my respect, and I wasn't so sure. And then he did, and I liked that because that basically told me, okay, he's done with the Intercontinental Championship picture, and he's moving on into a different direction. As well as for Jey Uso, we should be seeing him defend that title with some new faces, with some people that we hopefully haven't seen him work against before. And so I thought that the segment once Braun Breaker came out really great because it basically told us, okay, we're set and done here. They respect each other, and they're both moving a different direction. When we did get that Braun Breaker loser segment backstage, I was so surprised that it was happening already. I don't know about you, but I kind of felt like we got here like pretty fast. Maybe not. I don't know. I guess I wasn't ready to talk about Braun Breaker in the World Heavyweight Championship. I think we all know that it's in the horizon. We all know it's coming. But I guess I just wasn't prepared for it today. And so it really took me by surprise, but in a good way. And I was so excited about that. And I wonder what that will look like because Luther gets everybody in terms of when he's in the ring, people really, really like him. However, this Sami Zayn feud hasn't necessarily been the best, and I feel that has maybe had some people lose a little bit of interest in Luther because Luther's not really like a big personality guy, right? He's not huge on that. He's a little bit more calm, a little bit more tame in that perspective in terms of like really showing his personality, and I feel like sometimes that could lose people. So I don't know. I'm curious to see if this Braun Breaker thing is going to happen like right after Bad Blood. Like, are we going to go right into it? I don't know.
Jonathan Crota says, being in Raw last week in Ontario, watching the same match in person
Alright, now let's see what JD from New York had to say.
Gentlemen, tonight we're drinking inside the OTS venue downstairs, inside my mother's basement. Drinks are cold, ice cold. Come on down. Jesse's serving them up.
Final 3 hours of Raw. They're the participants, I'm not gonna do those.
Ultimately, some people are going to not have as much time. Just the way it's going to be for now.
Like that backstage opinion. And it wasn't all in Japanese. I mean, like it was back and forth, but I do think that first
Chaos Incarnate.
An update on Danielson Okada.
Alright. Oh, what the? Why is this? Now it's this Bad Blood Saturday, October 5th. Now this is Monday Night Raw. I thought the show was decent. The show was a very good night. The show opened up with Jey Uso, had a great entrance. Had a great pop. Jey Uso yeet onto Raw to celebrate IC title. Jey Uso was mega over. He's one of the most over baby faces on Monday Night Raw. He had a nice reception from the crowd. Great reaction. The promo was alright. It wasn't the best promo, but it was alright. Braun Breaker came out and congratulated Jey Uso, which I was very surprised by. Braun Breaker at the babyface here. Braun Breaker was the heel when he won the title at SummerSlam from Sami Zayn. But here he came out and congratulated Jey Uso, respected him. It looked like Braun Breaker may return babyface. Well, that was pretty quick. I was not expecting that. That means Braun Breaker's not going to be getting a rematch against Jey. He since he lost clean, he could be moving up to and they did tease it later on in the show. He could be going after Gunther's world title. Or it could be Braun Strowman since he beat Bronson Reed tonight. They could be looking at a triple threat match. But anyway, Braun Breaker congratulated Jey Uso. He respected him. He pretty much turned babyface, so it looks like he's moving up to Gunther. Now we know that next week Jey Uso is gonna face Xavier Woods. Xavier Woods defeated Rey Mysterio. Xavier Woods came off a little bit heelish here. He came off kind of a heel in this match. Match was pretty good. He beat Rey Mysterio after he ripped his mask off, and he rolled him up and got the 1, 2, 3. They are teasing Xavier's turn. They're teasing a split with the New Day at some point. Xavier Woods, after he won by cheating here, he didn't get a great reception from the crowd. The crowd kind of booed him a little bit because he cheated to win. Man, they're really setting up Xavier Woods in this singles one. Now he is getting a title match with Jey Uso for the IC title next week on Raw. So we'll see what happens there. We did get Zoe Snark versus Lara Valkyria. Zoe Snark get the win in like under 4 minutes. Under 4 or 5 minutes. I think that's how long the match was. And then we got a brawl with the Pure Fusion, Kaden Carter and Akatara champ. They came out and saved Lyra and brawled with the rest of the Pure Fusion collective. Zoe, Shayna, and Sonya. So that was that. After that, we got to pretty early on in the show, like an hour later in the show, we got CM Punk meet Drew McIntyre inside the Hell in a Cell. They changed word. We got a great back and forth between these two. They did not touch. We didn't get a brawl. Adam Pearce said they cannot brawl until they meet inside Hell in a Cell this Saturday. We did see some security guards blocking them. I thought the promo was great. Now this feud will come to an end. I'm curious what's gonna happen after. Are they gonna stay on Raw? And what are they gonna do after? Who wins the match? Is it gonna be Punk or McIntyre? I actually want to trade McIntyre to SmackDown for AJ Styles. McIntyre's not gonna face Gunther. He's not gonna face Jey Uso. What's McIntyre gonna do? CM Punk, keep him on Raw. Have him go after Gunther or have him feud with Seth Rollins. Because that's something that they teased a few months ago. So I'm not sure who's gonna win this match. I did love this segment. Not sure who's gonna win the match though. I'm looking forward to Hell in a Cell match. I think it should main event, but I doubt it will. We did get the day defeat the LWO. Dominic, JD, Carlito, they beat Dragon Lee, Cruz del Toro, and Joaquin Wild. Finn Balor, surprise attack, helped the Judgment Day beat them. And then we got a brawl. The Terror Twins, Damian Priest, Rhea, they came out. Rhea tried to put Dominic in the shark cage, but her and Liv, they brawled for a bit. Damian Priest brawled with the rest of Judgment Day. They dominated, they beat him down. Balor hit the coup de grace off the top rope. Judgment Day stand tall. I have a feeling that this feud might not end. It might continue going in the Crown Jewel. I hope not. Hope the feud comes to an end. It's been going on for 2 months. I think 2 months is long enough. Kofi King, hold on. Xavier Woods, they allowed Chad Gable to beat Kofi Kingston. Yeah, they're clearly setting up some with the New Day. I think they're teasing a breakup. Now, someone did say that they could be hyping up the 10-year anniversary of the New Day being a faction in the company. Is that what we're leading to? Maybe Kofi will screw with Xavier Woods in that title match with Jey Uso next week, and that's gonna cause the detention. I think that's what they're leading to. Sami Zayn angered Gunther into a World Heavyweight title match. The match is beneficial. After all these weeks of Sami Zayn demanding him get the match, we did have a great back and forth between these two, a great promo package on what they were saying. They changed some good words here. We are getting the match next week on Raw. Even though the feud hasn't been that good, it's been alright. Gunther did brawl with Sami Zayn. Oh, and also we did get we got Awesome Truth. They faced AOP in the tag team match. The Miz attacks R-Truth, leads them to face AOP alone. AOP gets the win. Awesome Truth is no more. Thank God that tag team's over with. The Miz is now a heel. R-Truth is now that big. No more Awesome Truth. Awesome Truth was never funny. It was a joke. It was nothing but comedy. They did announce the Royal Rumble. Tickets are on sale. Royal Rumble 2025, Saturday, February 1st in Indianapolis. And there's SummerSlam in Midlife, first ever 2-night, August 2nd, August 3rd in New York. Alright.
Be honest, every time you collapse the ring, it's going to get a big reaction, especially if you're there, getting the building live. But what got an even bigger reaction than the ring collapsing was Seth Rollins running out and making his return. Seth Rollins makes his first appearance since Bronson Reed squashed him like a pancake with 7 tsunami splashes. He has not been seen since, other than at your Bears game, because Rollins has been all over the place at these football games.
But they booked him perfect. Braun Strowman. I'm not the biggest Braun Strowman guy. And WWE has played Braun Strowman to his strengths. If you guys watch tonight, Braun Strowman is not in a good way. His knees are fucking gone. They are gone like the Arizona Diamondbacks at the end of today's baseball festivities. Gone. I don't know what's going on with Braun Strowman's knees. Guy can't run. Guy can't climb the top turnbuckle. Guy can barely fucking walk. I don't know what they're doing with him as far as the creative is concerned. And here's the latest trap.
Beyond that, not only did he get embarrassed in the ring, he got embarrassed outside the ring. They're like, yeah, we don't need to. Goodbye. See you later. And he fought his way back. And now, even though he's been back, he hasn't got a lot of wins lately. But he understands. Hey, it just collapses. And then they have this like exchange where Xavier reaches for his head and rips off the mask of Ray, but doesn't. So it's an accident. But sees it.
Wait a minute, what the?
No fun matches for every show on the weekly show. But we have a big surprise guest here in the by ripping off his mask. That slow down. I thought it was all about doing going on. Damn. Miz turns on R-Truth and Karrion Kross is happy. Miz does one of the weakest kicks I've ever seen in my entire life, by the way. I have no interest in seeing a Miz and R-Truth team. One of the only things that I am interested in less than that is the Miz and R-Truth feud. I've got, at this moment, the most interested I was in this was Karrion Kross at ringside. Of the 5 people involved in that, Truth and Miz were 4 and 5 as to who I was interested in. I didn't like that.
Sean, I was more interested in the fan eating his nachos in the crowd than any of them.
Nachos?
No, I made that up, bro. I'm assuming there was a fan eating nachos. I'm happy that you found interest in something with this. I'm not interested in the Karrion Kross stuff. I'm not interested in the Miz R-Truth stuff. This is just not none of it's for me. I wasn't even interested in R-Truth and the Miz when everybody was interested. I tried. I really, really tried, but it just was not for me.
Oh, they held on to that way too long. Like I was good with the WrestleMania title. Like that's the reason I said put them together.
To be honest,
I know.
Made no difference in my life.
I mean,
I just was not crazy about it.
To me, they should have lost the titles back on Raw right after that. Like, move on. But they kept it going way too long. And now with a 2-hour Raw, I'm like, y'all can put this on the main event if you want. I'd be happy with that. I watch main event. Sure, I guess. I don't have a great interest in this, and I like R-Truth a lot.
Yeah, this is a pass for me on all accounts.
Sky Pirates call out Bianca and gave it a lot of time. The turn is already in motion, right? We just don't know it yet, unless you really pay close attention. It's already in motion, whether or not. Fucking idiot, man! Social media, man. You guys are fucking crazy on this.
we did get a vignette with the Wyatt Sits. I didn't really watch it. We didn't see Uncle Howdy or the Wyatt Sit. When were we going to see them? Because they've been on TV for a couple of weeks now.
Jay Uso even acknowledged Braun Breaker. Oops. There are a lot of dogs in Indiana. Right? It's fantastic. There's a lot of dogs everywhere. Everybody's Braun Breaker. But now he's a babyface. And they are already planting seeds for what they are going to do with Braun Breaker moving forward, which makes all of the narrative and all of the fucking idiots on social media who use the word buried and Braun Breaker in the same sentence look like a bunch of fools. Braun Breaker is nowhere near buried. Jey Uso will have that IC title for however long he has it, and I do think that he will drop it to one man in particular, who I already just mentioned. Piece it together. We'll talk about that a little bit later. CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. There's nothing else that needs to be done. They actually constructed the Hell in the Cell tonight. They came down and lowered. And we had both men cut a promo inside the structure with a ton of security guards and Adam Pearce moderating a face-to-face with Drew McIntyre and CM Punk. And you want the visual of what they're going to look like before the show? There you go. Love it. Donovan came face-to-face with his shark cage tonight. Miz turned on R-Truth. Karrion Kross cuts a fantastic promo that was released on WWE.com as an exclusive. Don't know where they're going with Kross, but certainly looks like they're building Kross up again to be a major player. And Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston, man, who is going heel? I don't know. I thought it was Xavier Woods. I'm kind of feeling a little bit different about that tonight after watching Monday Night Raw. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a lot to talk about tonight. It's going to be a great show. This is the last day of September. This is the last night. Monday Night Raw is 3 hours. And this is the last stream for the month of September here on Off the Script. Let's throw a big party, man. I want to see the energy. Braves are in the playoffs. The Mets are in the playoffs. I want to see you guys celebrate. I want to see you guys excited. I want to see you guys give the energy that we need to close out the month of September, man. Order like it.
Ryan Sully says, "Hey SRS, just saw the WWE file a trademark for yes, yes, yes. If so, that's interesting. Is this legit? Is it WWE getting back at TK from Lucha Bros? No, it's not them getting back at TK from Lucha. That paint their toes."
Interested in the Carry Cross stuff. I'm not interested in the Miz R-Truth stuff. This is
You
just
should
not
watch the
for me.
product.
None of it's
There you go. All right, my gloating is done. I'm a mess today. I don't know why I'm gloating. I know exactly where this is headed, but you gotta give me a few minutes here. These moments are fleeting. They don't last long usually. I know this. Okay, I'm conditioned to it, so just let me be happy for just a little smidge of time, please. Hit that like button if you have not already done so. Subscribe to the channel if you are new here or if you are a lurker. Super chats are open. You will.
He wrestled Joey Nutella. Who? Oh, Janela. Okay. Janela.
The woman who was started off so strong, Denise, that you and I were like, is it too much for the audience? Now she can't get a win to save her life. And they even brought that up before. No Natalia, no Zelina. Why are you pointing?
First of all, I did not say that. I was on board with Lyra getting skyrocketed from the very beginning. I was so freaking thrilled when she got to the finals of the Queen of the Ring that for a second I thought she might actually win. I was completely sold on that. I feel, and this is just me, like, assuming here, but I feel like maybe Becky Lynch stepping away and taking time off might have hurt Lyra because it kind of seemed like there was something going on there. And well, we won't never know unless she comes back and they pick up on that again. But it feels like right now she's floating around, lost in the roster. They're pairing her up with Kaden and Casey, who've also been floating around, lost in the roster for like a long time. And so for me, I'm looking at this and I'm kind of feeling like
Yes, the man
Karen
for
is sort of
5 years,
breaking
but
down
Jack
Lyra. I
Cameron
wish
Casey,
she was kind of on her own
and that's
again.
behind
And I wish we
4
had
minutes.
seen a lot more of what we were seeing when she first started on the Raw roster because she had those great matches with Io Sky that were really good. She did great in the finals of the Queen of the Ring, and I was very disappointed with this match with her and Zoe because I know for a fact that both and Zoe can go. Like they can go. And I don't feel that was shown here tonight. Like the match was not anything special. Like it wasn't good. Like there wasn't really anything to even talk about in regards to the substance that we got. And I was very disappointed in that because when I saw that the match was announced, I was like, oh hell yeah, like this is gonna be so great for both Zoe and Lyra because both of these girls, one, need to knowing that they're good wrestlers, and two, both of them needed a win. I was honestly, I didn't care who won this match because truthfully, they both needed it. But I at least wanted them to like be able to show like shit, like they can actually go here, and I don't feel we saw that in this match.
I would agree. Brian Sully says, "Hey, SRS, Denise, Raw next week is stacked. Am I crazy to worry we get a limited women's match segment moving forward?" No, I don't think you're crazy to worry about that, especially how inconsistently they've been booked. It's a concern I've been bringing up for a long time. You need to build up contenders from underneath. Right now, the women's title match is more about a guy than it is the women competing for it at times. And I want to see contenders develop. I want to see supplemental stories. I actually like what's going on SmackDown right now. Meechin and Chelsea Green. Unfortunately, the reality is those women have been getting a lot of time cut from their stuff of late. I would like to see more focus on developing contenders from underneath, and I do worry that with 1 hour less, that's probably not going to happen. You're probably going to see more of the same of what we've been seeing. We did see Caden and Katana return, and Katana returned with a face mask
1
on
minute.
to save
2 minutes.
Lyra.
Yeah, 2 minutes. We had 2 minutes on this show. They were 2 minutes.
Caden and Katana.
Not
To see them back. I hope their direction is defined as well. The tag team division needs that. Pretty much what it is these days is
Stream like the stream.
And it's a distinct face from Rikishi. He was part of some memorable segments, but none better than that WrestleMania 14 moment in Boston, where he was the ultimate heel in Boston that night, but and also a very controversial figure and not necessarily for the best of reasons. But I did want to mention that Pete Rose did pass away. So now that you're all brought up to speed, we can talk about this Raw show here. Because Raw opened with Joe Tessitore, and that's what I want to mention before we go any further. I want to give flowers to Joe Tessitore because this was only week 3, I think, 3 or 4. That he started on September 2nd. It's been about a month now. And Tessitore had a rocky first night, I thought. Not that he was even bad, but he just wasn't very animated at moments where you would expect the announcer to be animated. And it was noticeable. It was quiet, very kind of.
What TV 14 looks like, man.
Yeah, so they had said Finn Balor wasn't there, and then he came, and I was like, really, all that just for that? I didn't think he needed the Finn Balor stuff. I will shout Finn Balor out for his great Spanish that he did during his promo. His accent was tremendous. It was great. It was great. But the promo itself, everything else was it's just so corny. It's just so corny. Like I need cool Finn Balor again, and I don't want Finn Balor with the Judgment Day anymore. I'm so over that. I want Finn Balor to just go back and be cool, the cool freaking wrestler that we all know and love, and hopefully we get to see the demon return at some point. But I feel like he just comes across as very corny in these Judgment Day promos. Finn Balor back. And I don't know how to get there, but that's essentially what I would like to see. And I've been feeling this way now for like over a year, I feel. This is not the first time I've said this, and I just feel like I was kind of excited when we were going into this feud with Damian Priest and Finn, but it's just feeling like I don't know. Like I take Damian Priest really seriously, but I don't take Finn as seriously as I take Damian seriously.
I would, first off, I thought their work was good in this match, as can be expected from these guys. I really want to see Dragon Lee and Rey Mysterio as a team. I will say it over and over and over again. I think that's the best use of them. I think it would help get Dragon Lee over really, really well. Judgment Day cuts a promo post match. Rhea and Liv brawl on the ramp, and Judgment Day lay out Damien. It was cool to also see on the live event, which are becoming more and more special. You see them, it was Rhea and Damien teaming against Cross and Scarlett. Scarlett hasn't wrestled in over a year, but WWE does not do live events nearly as much now. So it's really cool to see like the footage emerge from these live events when they're not happening very often. And you see just a different type of show. I think the social media age
Oh,
sort of
and by
made
the
those a
way,
little bit
Dragon
more
Lee can be
special as
outside
well.
tonight.
The beatdown happens. Do you feel any particular way about this? Rhea did say that she was going to make Dominic shit his pants and then wipe his own ass with his face because he is on toilet paper. Which Joe Tessitore even was like, "Why are people spending $13 for this?"
I
And,
know.
it was something, but hey, listen, wise of them to sell that. They worked up that Dominic was claustrophobic, but yeah, we've seen this shark cage a couple times in the past. Paul Heyman years ago, and then Jerry Lawler way back in the day in the '90s. How are you feeling about this? Go to bad blood?
Sean, are you claustrophobic?
I would say yes. I'm not in claustrophobic situations much, but yeah, I would say yes.
Would you be claustrophobic in that shark cage?
No,
Thank you. That's all I was asking. I didn't like that they kept trying to say that Dominic was going to be claustrophobic. They had Rhea say it in her promo, then they said it on commentary, and I'm like, wouldn't he technically be afraid of heights in this situation?
that is exactly what I think. It'd be more if it were enclosed. It'd be more of like a breathing thing. When it's that, I'd be like, okay, I don't want this to fall and break into a million pieces.
That's what I was thinking about during this promo. I'm like, I should have just double checked that because dude, there's these big ass bars. He could breathe. He's fine. I highly doubt he's going to be claustrophobic in that. So that was one big like little earth thing that I had there. But other than that, I like the little attack on the one that we were seeing on the stage with Rhea and Dom, and then Liv coming in and helping out the 4-on-1, 4 against 1 with Damian Priest. I thought was fine too. Everything else was cool. It was just that was the only thing that really stood out to me though, where I was thinking like, why would he be claustrophobic inside of this shark cage? What are we talking about?
We get the Wyatt's vignette. Who do you think their next target is? Seems like they're done with American Made. I'm thinking
What? Don't they come after people that are like mean?
maybe. I'm thinking Xavier Woods or Cross and
But
AOP.
what about the Miz for taking out our
Miz.
truth?
Miz could be one as well. I could see that happening. Because they're baby faces. They are not heels. So I could see it being Miz or Cross and AOP. That would make some plus. We have the Gunther promo. This is after Sami Zayn has cut one as well. And Matt Logan says, is Sami the most done on Saturday or next week? Matt, I'll need you to clarify, and our moderator Luis will get your clarification as to what that means. But I really like Gunther's work and Sami's work here. How'd you feel about this promo as we get into it? Gunther says that his dad flew all the way around the world to watch him lose to Sami, and then said, you lost to that bum. And then was like, oh, you're this emo over your dad being pissed at you. And he got his match. And it's going to be on Raw next week.
All right. So there was one thing I didn't like, one thing I did like, and one thing that didn't make too much sense. So the first thing was the thing that I didn't like that also didn't make much sense either was I'm tired of them making it seem like Sami Zayn is a loser. Like he never gets things done. Because off of my head, just really quickly, WrestleMania 39. What did we see? Sami Zayn win the tag team titles with his best friend Kevin Owens, standing tall. Okay, fast forward, he wins the title, the Intercontinental title from Braun Breaker. Those are just two things, but they're big moments that Sami Zayn pulled through. So I feel like doing the underdog story with Sami Zayn constantly is tired already. So I didn't really care for that portion of it. The part that I did like was the part about the father, where we basically found out that Gunther has some daddy issues, and Sami Zayn basically brought them to life. I love that part. That was my favorite part. The part that confused me a little bit, or rather, not confused me, but they should just when Sami Zayn told Gunther, about his dad and all of that, and Gunther saying like, oh, he about his reputation and not wanting to lose to Sami Zayn again, and his dad not being proud of him, blah blah blah. All of that's fine, but then we all forgot something huge. Gunther won the World Heavyweight Championship after he lost to Sami Zayn, lost the Intercontinental Championship. So wouldn't by that mean that his dad would kind of have been over that already, and he would have been proud of the son for winning the World Heavyweight Championship? So those are just some tweaks that I would have probably done differently. I do like the dad stuff. I thought that was good, but there was just some things that I think could have been tweaked a little bit.
I thought this ended up really good. I'm so glad they had him beat Ludwig Kaiser as well, because there was just something that didn't sit great with me of him losing 2 straight IC title matches and then going straight to a world title match. I just don't like that. Him beating Ludwig Kaiser was enough for me, and then you have the built-in, okay, well, he won at WrestleMania. I'm cool with that. Also, the Braun Breaker thing, I'm very excited about that, to see how that plays in. Braun is history with Sami Zayn as well, but maybe Sami's got his respect in the same way. Ben Simmons says, I'm so over Judgment Day. Liv looks weak, and the feud has run its course. Please put Finn with the Good Brothers or that cool NXT type deal he was before. I don't think we should do a retread of anything Finn has done before. I wasn't in love with the NXT stuff, but I think that he is such a useful personality and character. And I mean, obviously, he's going to be there for a very long time. He's signed to WWE for years to come. But I don't want them to retread anything that they've done.
I don't.
Drew McIntyre, CM Punk. We have the silver cage again, Denise. Now we had this last year for the Edge and Balor match, but when it's a Raw match, you wonder how's that going to work. Drew McIntyre cuts a promo talking about CM Punk, and very, very calculated promo. CM Punk says that Drew McIntyre has made him out to be the fictitious boogeyman that all of his worst critics make him out to be. And I'm like, about that. I think he's just kind of playing off the personality beats that we have grown to see on screen, off screen, all that type of stuff. Where'd you land on this promo? I thought it was a good segment.
All right, so aside from the boogeyman line, that wasn't the best. But I did love the CM Punk promo. I did. And I had one big favorite part in this, and it was, because here's the thing, like, we're going into the Hell in a Cell, right? This feud has been ongoing for 10 months now. So they really have found just about every single possible way to stretch this thing out. But things have gotten ugly between Drew and CM Punk. I mean, Drew literally laid out CM Punk's body to the Chicago crowd when he beat him up backstage, like, so gruesomely. And then, shoved beads down his freaking mouth. I mean, it's gotten really ugly. CM Punk has cost Drew McIntyre a bunch of matches and great opportunities that cost him that. So things have gotten really ugly between them. We're going into a Hell in a Cell match, and you are mentioning people's wives. You are mentioning all of this stuff. So you gotta really, really be willing to go above and beyond, right? So when CM Punk said, and this is my favorite part, when he said that he had not been staying with AJ Lee, that he's been staying in a hotel for the past 4 weeks. Why? Because of the man that he has become due to everything that has. In palliative care, we treat pain, both mental and physical. You have good options for physical.
And Gunther already. If they wanted him to remain at one level, he would have been at that level because they think that he needs to work his way up there. Slow and steady wins the race. How he's not ready for a world championship yet. So they took the title off of him, they put it on someone that more than deserves it, and they're moving him up the ladder in a very quick fashion. What does that mean? Does that mean he's buried? No, it doesn't mean he's buried. That means the company is fully backing Braun Breaker, and they already see him as a World Heavyweight Championship, or champion, for a World Heavyweight Championship in 2025. So please, I'd love for someone to tell me, where do you think that means he's buried? I don't know. Braun Breaker's a babyface. Gunther's a heel. Tonight was a babyface turn for Braun Breaker. Could he pull it off? Sure. He doesn't need to change a fucking thing. Just like Roman Reigns hasn't changed a fucking thing. He's still the OTC. He's still Roman Reigns. Braun Breaker, all he needs to do is be a badass. He's getting babyface reactions anyway, being himself. If they lean into it and really push him as a babyface up against heels now, more people will be on board with what they're doing with Braun Breaker. More dogs will be barking. And it's going to work out. They don't have to change a fucking thing. So let him go out there, do his shit, wow us with his athleticism and his speed.
Got defensive and he said that he would never do anything like that. Ray's a friend, he's a legend. I would never do anything like that. So Kofi then informed him that Jey Uso had offered Kofi a shot at the Intercontinental Championship. And Wood said that, he would be by Kofi's side
where they main evented a WWE Raw with it and have set up a situation where Braun Strowman wins and Bronson Reed has an even bigger feud coming out of it. This match is what you would think. They go to the tables. There is a spot where Bronson Reed does a Death Valley driver off of this thing through a table. Couldn't believe it. Watching Braun Strowman run is the most hilarious thing I have ever seen. Have you ever watched Men in Black?
No. What? Sean, speak. Fine, you don't want to talk, neither am I. We're just gonna have a bunch of dead air. Dead air, Sean. Dead air.
You have never watched Men in Black.
No, I have not seen Men in Black. Now,
Denise.
I'm not gonna
Denise,
watch
what
it.
What are we doing?
What?
What did you watch on TV?
Nothing. I watch nothing. I just sit there and I stare at the wall.
You are the person who only watches wrestling. on
No,
TV, aren't
I
you?
just watch things that are different from other people.
Yeah, I bet you do.
I like to watch
What
other
are you watching? The infomercials at 3 a.m.? Are you like watching
I'm a big
the
Age
Shark
of Ten
Tank?
fan, yes.
You're looking at these juice mixers and vacuum
Oh
cleaners.
yeah, juice mixer Denise Salcedo, exactly. I'm sorry, this doesn't look interesting to me.
You ever seen Toy Story?
You know, I've heard about it one time, but I've never seen it. You actually buying that, Sean? Of course I've seen Toy Story.
Denise, yeah, I was buying it.
Oh my freaking
Oh,
god!
Anyway,
You know what?
I'm sorry.
You haven't
For
seen
those that actually
sorry.
watch stuff,
Sean, have you seen Pride and Prejudice?
Yeah, of course I
Have
have.
you seen Sense and Sensibility? Have you seen
Yeah.
Little Women? Have you seen
Oh,
7
no,
Year
I-
Itch? I
no,
was like, we just watch different stuff. I'm sorry.
You mean the 90, like the one
There,
from
there,
years
there are
ago?
multiple versions of Little
Yeah,
Women.
there is. There's two of them. I
There's
said one.
like 5 of them. You haven't watched not one Little Women?
No.
You see what I mean? So why do I gotta
Yes.
watch Men in Black if you haven't even seen Little Women?
Listen, I'm willing to bet.
Can't put two guys that can't lose a match in a match together. Gotta make everybody look strong. So what I think that they did is give Jey Uso the championship, move Braun Breaker up to the World Heavyweight Championship scene. Who he wrestles to even get to Gunther first, I don't know. Where that match happens, I don't know. They may wait a little bit on that. There's a line. But Jey Uso's the Intercontinental Champion, and Bronson Reed, he lost tonight to Braun Strowman, thanks to Seth Rollins. Now, if we're going to get Bronson Reed versus Seth Rollins, there is no fucking way that you're going to book that match and have Bronson Reed lose. That is just absolutely brain-dead booking. No matter where that match happens, Bronson Reed and Seth Rollins, one-on-one, Bronson Reed needs a tsunami victory, clean over Seth Rollins. With that win, that's a little for the Intercontinental Championship. Bronson Reed versus Jey Uso. That's the guy that's going to take the title off of Jey Uso. So when I cycle back to when I say, did Bronson Reed force WWE's hand to take the title off of Braun Breaker so that they can move him up and move him into Bronson Reed's spot for the IC title? I certainly think that's the way they orchestrated this. Nobody expected Bronson Reed to be where he is right now. And I'm glad that he is. The more main event guys that we get, the better the show will be. And he's certainly making a name for himself, just like Braun Breaker is. And you see where he's already going. Keep an eye on that, man. Keep an eye on it. Bronson Reed's going to be your new Intercontinental Champion. That is my prediction. When, where, I don't know. But it's certainly going to happen before the end of the year. Rey Mysterio made his way to the ring. And we are getting a match between Rey Mysterio and Xavier Woods. Well, that's one-on-one here. First match to open Monday Night Raw. Before that, we see Liv Morgan hugging Dominic in the parking lot with his new lowrider. Dominic's phone.
It's Con Air you hadn't seen, and then you
Con
watched
Air
it after I
sucked.
recommended it. Con Air was
Sucked.
fun. Con Air
Sucked.
was fun. All right, it did not suck. It was fun. I'm just mad because anyway,
Okay.
it's a good match.
I was talking about it. Braun Strowman runs like Edgar walks in Men in Black.
Most part stayed around the ringside area tonight. But my God, I mean, if you want to make sure these guys stay in the ring, they put them in a cage. They literally had Hell in a Cell there. I know why they didn't use it. I'm just saying, it's just hilarious to me. You have Hell in a Cell hanging above the ring tonight, and you're worried that these men are going to brawl all over the building. Just common sense, you know? Common sense. Cage is right there. As Adam Pearce is talking to all of the security people,
These people. And then they superplex and break the ring. A little bit of a delay on the ring break, but still fun. I still love it. And as the referee is counting to 10, Seth Rollins returns, stomps, and then Braun gets the win. And Seth Rollins is back, thankfully back. Not a moment too soon. I loved this. I thought this was great. I was shocked Braun got the win, but it makes sense moving forward with what Bronson Reed did to Seth Rollins.
Yeah, I was not expecting Seth Rollins in any of this, so I was very thrilled when he came back, which obviously everybody was like, oh yeah, because at one time that he squashed him like a bug with those 1 million tsunamis that he hit on Seth Rollins, so that was definitely a huge moment. Everybody was waiting for the ring breaking. They got what they wanted, so that was very cool. The Death Valley Derby that you mentioned already on the production area, that was great. The barricade spots was a little goofy with the plants and then sending in the securities. I thought that was kind of silly because if fans would have legitimately gotten injured, then you would have sent out some medics, not securities. What are the securities gonna do? Like, what's Bronson Reed's gonna go freaking power bomb the fan? That's stupid. Send in a freaking medic. That was my other little hurt. And I was like, bro, let's think about this for an honest second. You're really trying to sell me on this. Like, make it as believable as possible. But whatever. That doesn't even matter. That was the only part that I didn't really care for in the match, was them making a whole big hoorah about the fans getting hurt, because like, come on, I'm not 2 years old, and come on, don't try to trick me like that. So everything else was great though. The barricade spots, like I said, was good. Him putting him through the commentary table, that was great. But again, when Seth Rollins came out, that was a really cool way to have a Braun Strowman win without making Bronson Reed look, lame or anything. And like, it was fine. Like, it was a good defeat, because at the end of this, I want to see Bronson Reed rise in this on the show, and I feel like him going up and having this program with Seth Rollins, like, that's gonna be things that could make him or break him. So I'm very excited to see him be with Seth Rollins here.
I am very excited for this team to kick off. It made sense for Bronson Reed to lose this match because he's going to Seth Rollins. It makes sense for Braun Strowman to sort of be finished with Bronson Reed because he got the win. Bronson Reed will probably want revenge one day on Braun Strowman, but for now he's got his focus elsewhere, and it's a unique situation where three people got over as a result of that main event finish, and I loved it. We have our last super chat, Ryan. Says the rest of tell Denise I think she's cute. I met you last week at Grand Slam. Holla at me. Good God. Says I wasn't lying. I just watched the paparazzi thing. This guy approaches me and says, "It's you!" What? He had already recognized Alex cleaning the ring. He goes, "You're the guy that does the show with the cute chick on YouTube. I watch your bullshit on TV."
I don't know who these people think they're talking to, but they're not coming in here and you're not telling me here.
Draw, so it's time to give me another race. Come on.
Well,
give me another
listen.
race.
The reason he called you cute is he didn't see your feet, or else that'd be four ugly chilling on the ring. Let's go.
The only ugly thing on this stream is your face, Sean.
Doubt it. Give those plugs to me.
Hey, don't be big bird looking ass.
Oh yeah.
I'm done.
Keep going.
I'm
going.
I'm done.
Plug your shit to me.
YouTube.com/Denise.
Guys, subscribe to FightfulSelect.com. We have a lot of great news. FightfulSelect.com. You're gonna enjoy it. It's gonna be newsworthy. Until next time, guys. We're out.
Woods is going heel. I can see that after tonight. Maybe bullshitting Kofi. Maybe he pulled the mask off Ray on purpose. I don't know. But then Xavier was in Kofi's corner when he wrestled Chad Gable. And then I started to kind of flip-flop. Maybe it isn't Xavier that's going heel. Maybe it's Kofi that's going heel. And I like the fact that they are keeping you on your toes. You don't know which way they are going to go. It's good stuff. Really good stuff. Lyra! Valkyria!
Who?
I'm waiting for the bird. There's no birds here, right? There's no, you got the doors closed, right? Now, if this bird's flying around in the fucking basement, then we got a problem. There's no more beer garden, man. The beer garden, I closed it down, man. It's shut down for the season, okay? I see birds in the fucking man. We got some issues. Bird girl, who just got married, by the way. So, any of you geeks out there that have these unhealthy, unnatural very, very weird, bizarre celebrity crushes on your favorite female pro wrestler, man. I love being the bearer of bad news here. Lyra Valkyrie is a newly married woman. There you go, man. Go find yourself a new crush. I heard. What's her name?
He can't go home. He's living in a hotel, he says, for the last 4 weeks because he will not subject his wife to the man that all of this has turned him into. Drew, you son of a bitch, you've turned me into this fictitious.
People have called him a lot of things.
Well, Lyra and Zoe Stark. 7 minutes.
7 minutes.
7 minutes that I can't get back, man. 7 minutes of my life, I can't get that back. What would I do if the Lord God gave me those 7 minutes back, man? How would I spend those 7 minutes? I don't know. But I give my 7 minutes to Lyra and Zoe Stark. Very early commercial break here. Lyra got some offense and knocked Zoe to the floor. Zoe landed a springboard dropkick. Lyra.
Time get something like put it on.
Entire year. This is a match. You have two men.
That would you
First of all, let's talk
if I
about
can't.
this segment here, okay? This right here is how you do a go-home segment. There was nothing left for these two men to say. They have exhausted everything they could possibly do. We've seen blindside attacks. We've seen blood. Right? We've seen CM Punk bleed. He carried off on a stretcher. We've had bracelets. Seth Rollins got involved in the feud at one point. We've had fucking strap matches. And all kinds of shit these two have done to each other. How many times Punk has cost McIntyre the World Heavyweight Championship? Right? Twice. All the things they've said, all the trolling on social media, which McIntyre, I should point out, earlier today, I think it was earlier today, WWE posted a video on its YouTube channel because Larry the Dog was at Raw last
I have to ask this question again this week. Does anyone legitimately care about what's going on with this situation? If you do, God bless you, man. You have the patience of a fucking saint. Me? I would rather be doing anything else. JD, read the chat, bro. Jesse says I would probably be watching anime porn. No, bro. I am not a fat slob who lives at home with his mother and has hentai posters hanging on the wall, and I am not one that has a shrine dedicated to Lyra Valkyrie with bird feathers and seance material hanging around.
Yeah, I take care of my mom.
Now, any more comments like that, bro, I'm gonna have to dump.
We gotta take care of my mom.
I'm gonna get Ross to co-host with me on Wednesdays. I'm gonna kick you to the fucking curb. Okay? Don't make me old fashioned and shut your fucking mouth. Seriously.
Alright.
That's all I need you to do. I know your opinion here, man. Nobody asks to your opinion here, okay?
Yeah,
I don't know why you come here either, motherfucker. Just do your fucking job. Does anybody care?
No.
I still have this nightmarish feeling that we're gonna get a women's war game type of shit. I just threw that out there into the universe, man. Let it float around until we get to Survivor Series on November 29th. Adam Pearce was telling security guys that they can't control Bronson Reed and Braun Strowman, but they can contain them, and he wants the match to stay in the ring. on to Chance backstage. Chance said they aren't the nice guys everyone thinks they are. But that ends right now. She said after they're done with Pure Insomnia Collective, they're going back after their tag team.
Now, the death threats are silly because you don't promise something that you're not going to deliver on, and obviously they're not going to deliver on. So I think that stuff is a little too over the top. You know, you could easily go out there and say, look, I'm going to end your career. I'm going to cripple you, and I'm going to make it so that you never wrestle again. You will never again be able to get medically cleared to get back in the ring when I'm done with you. And you're going to have to watch me continue my career. You're going to have to watch me go and win the World Heavyweight Championship that you couldn't hold on to. You're going to have to go watch me headline WrestleMania. Right? That would be a perfectly logical promo, as opposed to, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to send you home in a box. It's like, really? Yeah. And when you don't, I'm going to call you a liar. But this is what these guys are doing. Like, this is a blood feud. They have promised to make each other bleed. How do you not headline with this match? That's why I say this is your main event on Saturday. I understand that the other match has the two biggest baby faces, the two biggest stars in the entire company. I get that. And it may well close the show if they're going to do some kind of big heel turn or some kind of major angle. But I thought they went out there and they knocked it out of the park. I really did. And the other thing that struck me is this is the kind of segment that we needed between Bryan Danielson and Nigel McGuinness going into that Grand Slam show last night. Everyone.
Oh, whoops. All right. Nikki was the bride. QR code decoded. Why Seth sends a message. The wing collapsed in the main event. Jay still can't wait to renew a rivalry with Xavier Woods. Yeah, cause we all know that the New Day and the Usos have history. But Jay's a singles and Xavier Woods is possibly turned heel. R-Truth said Ray thinks he's still in the Judgment Day. What? R-Truth not in Judgment Day. Rollins caught math. Well,
I'm gonna say hi.
Truth had no memory of that. Strowman left to go get ready for his match. Miz asked Truth, what are you doing? And Truth said, I work here. And he also didn't like the way Karrion Kross was speaking to him, and he got them a tag team match tonight. He got them booked against AI. And Miz wasn't sure who that was until he realized he was referring to AO. AI. I like AOPP better. Remember AOPP? Vince McMahon. AOPP. Something about this guy with bodily functions. I really don't get it. I don't get it. Right? He's a weird fucking guy. As you'll hear, if you haven't already heard my review of the documentary, you'll get to hear it on the YouTube channel tomorrow at 11 a.m. He's a weird fucking guy. Later on, Kathy Kelly did an interview with Sami Zayn, also in the back. He said that he wasn't necessarily bothered by Gunther's
with you long term, he says. Said this Saturday, his hate will die with CM Punk. McIntyre dropped the microphone and he was ready to leave the ring. He didn't even want to hear what CM Punk had to say. But then he stepped back into the ring and onto the apron. Punk picked.
well, might will end the video. I think I made it long enough. So thank you for watching. Thank you for all the support. Hit that like button. Leave a comment. Please subscribe to my channel. I'll be back with more. Made the video long enough. Again late. So I just want to let all my fans and my new subscribers and my viewers know that I will make more WWE videos, and I will do a let's play and do a gameplay walkthrough. I will re-upload some videos like Star Wars Battlefront 2. I will play that. Not sure when, but I will make those videos pretty soon. Alright, I'll see y'all later.